Quick check. I want you guys to tell me if your cat has ever knocked something off a table while maintaining eye contact, brought you a decapitated animal as a gift, or ignored you calling their name while clearly hearing you. What about sitting in a cardboard box staring at you for hours? Or attacking your feet under the blankets like your prey? If you're nodding along to any of these, congratulations. You're living with a clinical psychopath. And no, I'm not exaggerating. Scientists actually studied this. They created a legitimate psychopathy scale for cats. Yeah, let's get to it. Your average house cat probably scores a lot higher on a psychopathy scale than most humans. And honestly, maybe that's why we like them so much. The study is called the Cat Tri Plus, based on the human triarchic model of psychopathy. Researchers surveyed thousands of cat owners and found clear psychopathic traits in most cats, including boldness, disinhibition, and meanness. But we know that cats don't fill out personality tests, so the researchers did the next best thing. They asked the people who know cats best, the ones they toy with daily, their owners. And here's how it went. Study 1. They interviewed cat owners and compiled a massive list of behavioral traits. In Study 2, they ran surveys to refine those traits and assess the quality of the cat-owner relationship. In Study 3, they observed cats directly, connecting the Cat Tri Plus scores with actual behavior, impulsivity, activity levels, and aggression. And what they found was hilarious and a little disturbing. Cats don't just score high on boldness, meanness, and disinhibition. They also display 2 bonus traits: pet unfriendliness and human unfriendliness. That's right, scientists had to add entire categories just to account for how much cats hate other beings. And according to this research, most cats scored high in at least one of the 5 categories. And cats with high disinhibition and pet unfriendliness, weirdly, they tended to have closer bonds with their humans. Kinda like toxic besties. Meanwhile, cats high in boldness and meanness, they're less attached, more aloof, more like the classic cat. Wait, what? So how are cats more psychopathic than humans again? Let's take a look. Trait: empathy. In cats, empathy is selective at best. In humans, empathy is expected, or at least faked. Remorse. Cats will kill your lizard and purr. A human might become guilt-ridden sometimes. Dominance games. Cats are constant and unapologetic about it. Humans are more repressed and thus play passive-aggressive dominance games. Manipulation. Cats do these Olympic-level meows and blinks, and it just melts your heart. Humans try hard, but mostly awkward about it. Moral code. For cats, What's that? For humans, a moral code is something that is possibly pretended, printed, and then ignored. In short, if cats took the hair psychopathy checklist, they'd knock it off the table, shred your moral compass, and then curl up on top of the wreckage like royalty. But are they really psychopaths? Because not everyone agrees. Mark Beckhoff, writing for Psychology Today, called out the obvious problem. I quote, "I wondered why species-typical cat behavior such as aggression, meanness, fearlessness, boldness, and disobedience, disinhibition, would be used to describe cats as psychopaths." And he's right. Cats evolved as solitary, stealth-based predators. They weren't bred to obey. They weren't designed for empathy. They were designed to win by being cold, calculated, and cute. So yeah, we're kind of anthropomorphizing them by overlaying human clinical models on their instincts. But that doesn't mean we're wrong. It just means we're describing a different flavor of truth. Because when you look at them and then look at us, we realize something. Cats may not pretend to care, but we do. And that's more dangerous. Cats are high-functioning, self-contained, cuddly little psychopaths, and we love them for it because they don't lie about it. They are pure instinct and fur, unapologetically themselves, perfectly attuned to their needs, and free of self-deception. Which raises the deeper point. Your cat might actually be the most honest creature in your house. They don't pretend or care about your feelings or fake interest in your problems. They don't perform goodness for social credit. They just are. So when your cat chooses to curl up with you, it's not because they feel obligated. It's because in that moment, you're exactly where they want to be. No guilt, no performance, no hidden agenda. Just pure, unapologetic choice. Which makes you wonder, who's really the psychopath here? Is it the creature who's honest about what they want? Or the species that's built an entire civilization around pretending we don't?